All right, guys, we're going to talk a little algebra in this help video. So remember algebra, just simply put in our chemistry classes, we're going to be solving for an unknown variable. Okay, so that could be like, we got x plus 2 equals 10. That's a very easy one. Okay, we could do that in our head. We know x would equal 8. But x was an unknown variable. Sometime in a lot of our questions, they're going to give you 2 or 3 numbers, and you have to solve for that unknown variable. For this quick density example here, okay, we have a density of an object and it's found to be 2 grams per milliliter, and the mass of the object is found to be 6 grams. What is the volume of the object? So first thing I'm going to have to do is set up my equation. Now for our tests and our AP test, we're going to have a lot of different equations, so there will be an equation sheet given to you, and you will have to use those to solve for those questions. Okay, this one would be a very simple equation. It's D, density, is equal to M divided by V. M being mass, V being volume. This is the equation. And so the first thing I always recommend when coming to an algebraic type question, set up the equation. So we have D equals M divided by V. And the next thing I'm going to do is plug in those numbers from the question into each variable slot. So I've got a density of 2 grams per milliliter, so I'm going to put that here. And then I have 6 grams as the mass. So for the mass, I'm going to put 6. And since I don't know the volume, that's what I'm looking for. That's the unknown variable that I'm searching for. I'm going to put that, leave that as a V. Okay, now I'm going to solve it. We could probably do this in our head pretty easily, but I'm going to solve it correctly, algebraically, step by step. In this particular question, the first thing I'm going to have to do is multiply each side by V. Okay, I'm going to do parentheses. Okay, the reason why I'm going to multiply both sides by V is it's going to cancel out on this right side and leave it with 2V on the left side. Okay, this makes it much more easier to solve it algebraically. Next step I'm going to do is divide each side by 2. Since it's being multiplied by 2 on this left side, I'm going to divide by 2 to cancel out those 2's. So V now equals 6 divided by 2. Now it's just simple division. That equals 3. So the volume of this particular question would be 3 milliliters. Okay, now I left out all those units before and I'm plugging it back in, but this was grams per milliliter right here, so I know this answer should be 3 milliliters. Okay, that's a very easy question that you probably will not see on the AP Chem test. You're going to see other equations that are much longer, but this is just a little help on understanding what I mean by algebra. Okay, you're solving for an unknown variable.